Say, cuz, y'all know what it is, man. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this topic. Yo, what it do, what it do. Let's get straight to the point. Let's get into it. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the real Jarrell. Yeah, I got something to say. Care if you don't like it or not. We got to get into this. This is really serious. Um, I'm reading a little further, but I'm gonna skip that part. I'm gonna come back to it because now it's saying something else. So let's just get into what was being said by Miss GloRilla. She said she likes for her man to ejaculate in her food. Now this is very interesting. It's like, okay, what what is our women coming to? What are we doing? You know, I mean to say stuff like this, like you talking about shock jock and shock value. Like, come on now. Certain things, man, we was taught you don't, speak in public. You keep that to yourself. But I see that, in certain cases, certain people, do things for the giggles, the likes, the laughs. And I get it. And then I don't get it. But let's get into the article here. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have read this, those who haven't, just now hearing about it. Let's start. It says, okay, GloRilla divulged a kinky secret during her recent appearance on Angela Lee's Lip Service podcast, telling the world she tells her significant other to ejaculate in her food. On Tuesday, December 13th, Angela Yee premiered the new episode of her podcast, which featured the Tomorrow 2 rapper. During the show, which typically revolves around sexual topics, Glo was asked about her wildest bedroom antics. I do some it that y'all never heard of, GloRilla confessed around the 4420 mark of the interview. It's gonna sound corny. GloRilla GloRilla was hesitant to reveal her secret, but did so at the urging of the show's hosts. Okay, so y'all drink nut, right? GloRilla asked the woman on the pod. This so corny to me. Oh my god, it's some weird it. Yeah, that it is. It's weird. Say we just got done eating, right? Then we have sex right after that. And it's some food I'ma still eat. So if he finna nut, I like. If he finna nut, I'm like, nut on my food, I'ma eat it. I'm like, put some on my fries real quick, I'ma eat it. She added before laughing hysterically. Okay, now. And then she comes back with a tweet saying that uh, GloRilla appears to have reacted to the viral video of her sexual revelation of Angela Lee's Lip Service podcast on Wednesday, December 14th. The Memphis rapper tweeted, "I was just playing. I was just playing along with multiple crying, laughing emojis." So that's what she tweeted. I was just playing along with multiple crying emojis. So she put the little crying emojis on it and, trying to make it look good, trying to cover it up. But fam, let's be serious, right? Let's talk for a minute. Let's just talk real. Do y'all think she playing? I don't think she playing. You know what? I think she's serious. They say what's in the heart come out. So I believe that's really in her heart because there's a lot of things to say. I mean, if you ask the question and you're going to be serious about it, then be serious about it. But don't say stuff just to, say it. So I don't believe she was just saying it just to say it. It don't sound like, you know, that's the typical thing a woman would think of to say, you know, unless she's doing it. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm asking y'all, what do y'all think after reading that? To me, it sounds like she want people to know this is what she do. So, fellas, anybody out there, anybody that rap, rich, famous, or whatever, if you guys run into her, you already know what she like. I wouldn't recommend it. It sounds nasty. It's very sick, and I don't play games like that. It's all that sounds like somebody spitting in your food. You get what I'm saying? Why would you allow somebody to do that? Why would the guy would even do that? If a woman even asked you that, why would you go do that? Me personally, no, sorry fellas, y'all got to miss me with all the kinky stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm still a brother, man. You know, I'm like them dudes from back in the day. You know, I'm soul brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't indulge in extracurricular activities that is such that's gonna degrade my soul. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is, why is it our women they gotta say stuff like this? Why is it that our women have to make these such strange comments? Yeah, it is weird. She's right. She said it's weird. So she know what she said. See, when you say, yeah, this is weird, you kind of know what you're saying. You kind of aware. And there's no excuse. She say, oh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. This is so corny. So you kind of understand what's going on consciously. So you know what you're doing. Uh, but it's just our women, it's our sisters, man, and we lose out when it's one of ours. You get what I'm saying? You know, it takes away from our true characters of who we are. It takes away from our education that we do have. It takes away our integrity. It takes away our morals. Things that these are what you have to hold on to. If you're not rich, even if you're rich, you searching for these things. Most poor people kind of have these things. Most poor people will only go so far of doing such things. Most people only go so far to selling their soul to a certain extent. Now they give their soul into the drugs and the fast money, but certain things you might not get those kind of people to do. People who's used to money, greedy, they'll do anything. So I think it's just mainly I think it's just mainly that we're looking for attention and we're trying to sell records, so we'll do anything to get attention, to sell records. We'll do anything to be in the limelight. We'll do anything to be recognized and be known. We'll basically do anything to be famous, and that's very dangerous for human beings to do, because you have people watching you. You have a generation of children growing up listening to you, teenagers listening to you, and you got people who look up to you. You got people who idolize these celebrities, and I tell people it's dangerous to idolize celebrities. It is very, very dangerous. And when you idolizing celebrities, you begin to worship them, and you begin to become what they are. They're like your god to you. So very, very dangerous. And these people don't understand that. These people think, oh, I'm being a shock jock, or I'm getting likes and views, or I'm only doing this for entertainment or money. Yeah, but there are people out there, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault. But there's people out there who don't see it that way. There's people out there who will go do exactly what you say. You see what they doing with Trump and the insurrection. You see what they doing with that. So it just lets you know there are people out here who don't really have sense, and they looking for people to lead them. And there are people who will lead them, but to the wrong place, to a dark place. And that's called hell. It's called hell. And we don't want to lead our young girls to that place. It's already bad that our young ladies got to face, the creepy uncle at the house. Or sometimes their own parent be creepy. Sometimes the father be a little creepy. The grandfather be a little creepy. Our young girls, they have a lot to worry about, a lot to face. And then they got to come outside, deal with the creeps outside. They got to deal with the thugs outside. They got to deal with the gangsters outside. They got to deal with all these people. And in most cases, some of these girls only see themselves worth that one thing. They look at us like that's all we want. is that one thing. That's what they say. Most of y'all just want sex anyway, But most of the girls who's been through some rough times in their life, you know, they are looking for love. They looking for something, man. They looking for safety. They looking for peace. They looking for happiness. But they run into men. They run into guys who just want the same thing their attacker wanted, And we have to start, protecting our sisters, man. We got to start loving ourselves, loving our brothers, man. No hate. If they act a fool, man, just sometimes you got to turn away. Something. It's hard to turn the other cheek, but I'm not asking you to, do that. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you not to, kill, steal, and destroy. The person you see every day that looks like you, struggling the same way, just like you, trying to get to work like you, trying to get to school like you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make a living for themselves. Just don't hurt each other. It's not worth it, man. You got kids looking up to us. And if they keep seeing us doing the same thing that our fathers was doing, our mothers was doing, and it's not good, they're going to repeat the same cycle like they doing. And actually, they're not doing the same things that we're doing. They doing things a little worse. We tried to be like like our fathers, and the stories that we hear about the guys on the street. We tried to be like them, the rappers. Excuse me, these kids got their own whole other agenda. They not trying to be like none of that. They trying to outdo that. We was trying to be like that. They're trying to outdo that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different ball game. And then when you got that example, in the house like that, man, what you think they're gonna do? What you think they're gonna be? Charity starts at home. So that's why I tell people, man, you got to protect what your kids listening to. If they listening to, this young lady, or they reading, or they got pictures of her, they idolize her, they want to go to the concerts and the shows, monitor what your kids listening to the best way you can. Some of us probably don't listen to that kind of music, but you got to start tuning in. You might not have to rock with it. You might not have to ride around in your car with it, but you got to get in tune. You got to talk to your kids about it. You got to let them know, hey, look, this ain't it. This person, this and that. You got to give them the real. Don't give them the fake. Because you give them the fake, they're going to want to keep going and doing more and listening. And next thing you know, yeah, you got some on your hands. Sometimes you ain't going to be able to, your kids be so far gone, you ain't going to be able to bring them back. They can only bring themselves back with God. If they don't know no God, man, I'm talking about the true God. They have to know God, our Creator, Jesus Christ. They have to know Him. If our kids don't know Him, or we don't try to instill that in them, then they're doomed. They'll fall to stuff like this. So I just want to know what y'all think, man. I'm not trying to hold y'all up. I was just shocked by this. And for her to tweet that she was just playing, man, like I say, man, usually what's in your heart come out. Sometimes people just don't, especially females. They might say that like within a group of y'all outside, or just some, yeah, y'all drinking and acting silly or something. But I'm not sure if then that'll come out. But just to be on somebody's show, on somebody's podcast, and just to just come out like that and say that, and then turn around and say, well, I'm just playing. Nah, sis, you can't be just playing. This is no shade on GloRilla. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to her and her success and her career, whatever she got going on. I'm happy for her. No hate on my sister here, but the statement, the comment, yeah, that's what I'm very much talking about. And sometimes what people say make you question them. It's okay to question them. Sometimes when people say stuff, you better question them, because sometimes people be having ill intent. They do some ill will to you, man, and then you be in the hospital dead somewhere, or a family member be hurt, caught up in something, so you better question people who say certain things. You better listen to people, Sometimes that stuff come out. Put it to you like that. Stuff will come out. You know, they always say, man, well, we don't know. It's always a sign, man. It's always a sign somebody hating. It's always some magic words, man. You know, you'll know when somebody happy for you, when they not happy for you. You know, we'll know that. You know, cause they're not gonna say no stupid stuff. They're gonna say congratulations. You know, like they're not gonna say, oh, you think you fancy or you know, they not gonna say that. Now, this somebody you've been knowing, you know, for quite some time. You know, depending on how you say it, maybe, you know, usually sometimes somebody, you know, might joke with you but don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how a person say it. You know, if they happy for you and they talking, you know, mess to you, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if they just, you know, like nonchalant about it and, you know, they not really that happy for you, they just pretending, then yeah, you know, it's always signs. It's always, you know, something that you can pick up on, letting you know this person is up to no good. It's always, man. So you just got to keep your eyes open for the devil. You know, you just got to keep your eyes open. You know, watch what you say to people too. You know, treat people with respect and it'll come back to you. And that's real. But this young lady, man, she just, oh my God. Um, wow. Like I say, man, if you if you're a decent kind of woman, first of all, ladies, men, all men don't like that kind of stuff. We don't like that kind of talk. I know I don't. You know, I'm a classy dude. You know what I'm saying? I like classy things. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I was raised, how I was brought up. You know, I do things with class. I like my woman to have class. I don't like that trashy stuff. You know, it's a turn off for me. You know, so that's why I wouldn't even be caught with any type of woman like that. She has to be very classy. Not her dress, not her jewelry, not some painting she got on the wall, some house she brought from some big Italian. You know, look, I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? That's material. You know, you got to be classy in here. It got to be in you, not on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to, you know, cross your legs when you're sitting in front of people. You got to have a certain presence. You know, not that ghetto craziness. You know, you got to have, you know, like we going to a presidential meeting or something. You got to have that kind of attitude. You know, maybe like I ain't gonna say a Candace Owens, but you know, I like Candace Owens. You know, shoot, I wonder how that date would be. You know what I'm saying? What would she do? Would she you know, bless me out or talk about me? What would she do? You know, I don't know who she married to. I don't know if she's married to a black dude or what, but I know she is married. You know, shout out to her. You know, but you want somebody educated. You know, not necessarily a Candace Owens, but somebody educated, somebody brilliant. You know, somebody that can help you and add value to your life, to your situation, and you don't take from her. You know, you give. You mean what you say. You be a man about yours, and you give her. You know, but this food stuff, and you know, I know some women take it to the face, but the food, uh, something different, man. It's just something different. Nah, I wouldn't be on that type of time. I wouldn't even let the woman do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, baby, I'm not putting that in your food. We gotta stop right now. Wait a minute, we gonna either do the butt, we gonna do the face, we gonna do the, you know, we gonna pick an area, your breasts. We gonna pick an area other than the food. You know, you want me to put this condom on and put it in there, or we gonna find a proper destination for this load to go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find a proper location, destination to put this load. And then you can go wipe it off or shower it off. Well, whatever you choose to do. But I'm not. And I mean I'm not putting it in nobody's food. I don't care what, who, or the situation. I put it in your hand, but not in your food. You know, I don't think she was playing. I actually think she was serious about that, guys. ladies and gentlemen. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. Let me know. Man, this is a open discussion right here. I want to hear what people's thoughts are on this. She been tripping, man. I don't know. She didn't smoke that whack, or she didn't had a bump of coke or something. I don't know what she done did before she got to the studio and sat down and started talking. I don't know what done went on and what went through her mind, but something had to happen for you to sit here and talk about. Just think of that. You know what I'm saying? Eh, She could have, out of all things, man. Why not say I got did in the, I'd rather get it in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Why not say, I like giving head or something? Why not, out of all things, she just got to be different. Just got to be different, huh? Just got to put the business out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure the guy who probably did this for real, cause like I say, I believe this is probably happening for real. He probably told her, like, why you put that out there? Yeah, man. It's like, why do men? Well, men talk about it anyway, and other men, say things because they be trying to hit too. So that's why, man, I keep everything to myself, man. I don't, if I'm in love or I got some kind of feelings for this girl, some kind of respect, just some kind of respect for this woman, I'm not finna say nothing. That's me and her business. You know what I'm saying? And I expect her to do the same. That's private. That's private. Whether it's good or bad, that's still private. That's between us. That's how it's supposed to be. Everybody ain't supposed to know what you doing. Everybody's not supposed to know what you doing. When you let people in and you begin to talk all that jibber jabber with these folk, they got a photographic memory, man. They'll sit down and remember that stuff you said, and especially females. Females be telling females, how the thing be, and they stick with them. You don't do that, and niggas be telling, they guys how the twat be, and it stay with them. These niggas be picturing this stuff in their mind. Like, oh yeah, I know yeah, man, he said this and that. I got to see this. Soon then go to jail. What happened? He get on his chick. Soon as he go to jail. Females more sneakier. They don't wait till female go to jail, cause females don't go to jail like that. But they set up something, put the guy up in a trap, have him up against the wall, where he can't resist and he fall for the trap. That's how I be. So I say that to say this. Keep your mouth shut. Everybody ain't for you. Everybody is not for you. They're not. You got people that's jealous and envious of you, and they do anything, and I mean anything, to get that position. They'll do anything to get you out the way, to have what you want or what they think you got. People always think you got more than what it seems. Then sometimes we make it seem like that too. So don't be out here spreading your mate's business. Don't be out here telling people what you're doing out there in the bed, man. Leave that in the bed, whether if it's good or bad. Just if somebody, man, what happened with old girl, man? Nothing, man. Or what happened with you and old boy? Nothing. Whether it's good or bad, it ain't none of their business. But if you want to say, hey, I stopped messing with him or I stopped messing with her, that's fine. But it ain't none of their business. It just ain't. Y'all got to stop talking. Keep these people out your house, out your home. Stop letting them in. Y'all invite these people and then y'all got to spill the beans. Especially females. And then y'all get mad. Don't you know you can't tell everybody everything? But everybody want to be like their idol. They want to get on these social medias. They want to tell their business for real. And make a fool of themselves. Like this day, man, this is like some real live back in the day Jerry Springer kind of thing. Cause we don't need Jerry Springer. Murray retired. We don't need him no more. Shoot, go to social media. You could probably you can go buy a DNA test out of Walgreens, and you can do a recording or whatever, like a Murray. I'm pretty sure somebody might take that idea and run with it, but hey, it ain't mine. It ain't mine to keep. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do nothing like that. It ain't for me to keep. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to anybody who ever think of how to run that idea. A 2023 Murray show. You know what I'm saying? Call it something else. But yeah, it's getting ridiculous, man. So what we gonna do, black people? What we gonna do? You know, is this is what we got now? This is what we got to represent us. Women that talk like this, man. I like my privacy, guys. I don't know about you all, ladies. I like my privacy. See, that's one thing. Why I always used to get it, because I never talk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else talk and told. I never told. I don't snitch. I don't tell. I don't kiss and tell. You won't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's been some situations where I dealt with some chicks I met the same, that day, and we did it that night, and I didn't really love them, and now they made me mad. This is when I was young and dumb. They made me mad. Yeah, I might, but I didn't care. At that time, the ones I cared about, I shut my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I shut my mouth, man. I ain't go running around telling our business, man. Now, the whole of the street, different story, But the ones you care about, man, you don't go out there. Even the ones you don't care about, as a mature man, it's your business, it's her business. You keep it to yourself. When you're immature, you're going to do things like that. You're going to tell the world. But if you're a mature man, you stay low key, you behind the scenes, you're going to do that. You're going to keep your mouth closed, and you're going to do what you do. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. This is just crazy. I don't have no daughters right now. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 sons. I wouldn't want my daughters listening to her. And that's real talk. That's just real talk. Cause just imagine your daughter listening to this, and then she gets older, and then she's doing this with her mate or some guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, fellas, we gotta get real. Fellas, can you picture your daughter doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. She's somebody's daughter. Now, I don't know if she got a relationship with her father or not, but man, like, you somebody's child, and you saying stuff like this. So, like, man, I got my man. I'ma do certain things, but man, my mama's still alive. She watching. I still got respect for my mom. So, certain things I'm not gonna put out there and do. And then when you got respect for your moms, you got respect for other people's moms. So it's just certain things, it's like certain lines you're not gonna cross. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Tell me what y'all think, just from a guy perspective. I think people should just keep their privacy in the home. No matter what it is. Certain things the world don't need to know. And man, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Oh yeah, man. I got about 487 subscribers, man. I'm trying to get to that 500. So if y'all will kindly, man, just subscribe, man. Hit that button, man. Help your boy out, man. That'll be much appreciated, man. Shout out to y'all. Much love, man. Keep your head up, man. The weekend is almost here. Y'all almost done with the work week, man. We almost there. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to the money, man. Let's go to work, do our job. Let's not get involved in that foolishness. Let's stay to ourselves, man. And try to be leaders and not dictators. You get what I'm saying? I'll holler at y'all, man. Much love. Stay up. Real Jarrell. Peace.